Well, hello. Welcome to the frequently asked questions for Emmaus Christian Church. You probably know my name's Bryan. I'm the pastor here at Emmaus. A lot of people probably don't know Julie. You probably heard from her. You probably got an email from her. You've seen her name, but you may not recognize her. This is Julie Newton. She's the secretary at the church. She keeps everything in line. She keeps us straight. She keeps us organized. So you want to share a little bit about yourself, Julie?
Well, I've been at the church for a while, working as a secretary. I was the children's programmer person for many years. And like Bryan said, I try to keep everything organized for the church, kind of in the background, so to speak, with emails and events and things that go on, kind of just scheduling things for all the deacons and people. I'm a homeschool mother of a junior this year, and that's about it.
Awesome. And how many hours a week do you work?
I work 28 hours a week, 2 days in the office. So I'm here on Tuesday mornings until about 10:30, 11, and then I'm here on Fridays until about 1:30.
All right. So if you come by the office on a Tuesday early morning or Friday early morning till about those hours, otherwise she's working from home. So if you see emails coming out during the week, the weekdays when she's not here, she's working from home doing all those other things. You do when we have a bulletin.
Yes.
She prints the bulletin. She works on our directory.
Yes.
And then she does special projects, keeping things filed and organized and all that stuff.
The bulletin boards that you see if you're here on Sunday morning,
Mm-hmm.
I work on those. So if you have any ideas, let me know. During the week that I am at home working, please feel free to contact me. Email me. You can call me at home. You can call the church, leave a message. I get those sent to my email if you leave a message. So pretty easy to contact Tuesday through Friday.
Yeah. Awesome. And if it's a weekend or if it's not a Tuesday through Friday, we have instructed her to not answer emails because she used to answer them no matter what. And she's not allowed to do that anymore. So she has to have a life outside of her job. But in her job, she gets a lot of questions asked, and we're all used to what is a frequently asked question. So we picked 4 of the 20 questions that she wrote down as frequently asked questions, and we're just going to talk through those for a few minutes. So the first one, what's the most frequently asked question? Probably the most important frequently asked question you get.
Yes. Who is in charge?
Which is a great question. Who is in charge? I know my kids always want to know that.
Right. Yeah.
Who's in charge here? So the structure of Emmaus Christian Church has just changed over the past year. We actually, it's been 1 year as of the recording of this video that we changed to a new polity or system of government. There's actually a blog post on our website about it that goes into a lot of detail. But essentially, we have elders and we have deacons, and so currently we have 3 active elders. It's myself, John Lowry, and Scott Sheridan. And the elders are tasked with, the easiest way to think about it is lead, feed, care, and protect. So the spiritual maturity, the spiritual growth of the church is really kind of our area of focus. And we have oversight into other areas of the church, but those tasks have been given to the deacons of the church. And there's deacons of the church are Arlene Booker, Paige Allen, George Holt, Phil Sparks, Bart Haddix, Tom Verbicki, and Jason Hobble. And they are just like what deacons, the word deacon is from the Greek, that just means servant. Mm-hmm. And so they take care of a lot of the practical, hands-on type of issues in the church. So one of our deacons, like my dad, George Holt, he is the deacon for buildings and grounds. So he cares for the church building and all that encompasses. And many of them have teams underneath them that they work along with. And then every deacon of the church has 4 or 5 families that they're tasked with touching base with every so often, checking in on, seeing if there's prayer requests, things like that. So that's still, like I said, it's a year old, that polity. So we're still kind of growing and figuring that out. So there's probably, it's not a perfect system. It's not a perfect setup. We're still kind of working those into how things, figuring out the best way, right?
Well, and if you have any questions of who possibly your deacon could be,
Mm-hmm.
you can just send me an email, give me a call, because I've got a list of each family that is assigned to their deacon.
Yeah.
So,
All right, what's the next question you got?
so what events do you have, and can I use the church for that day?
Okay, so we've got kind of a calendar question and a church use question. So, what's the best way to find out what events we have, Julie?
Well, the best way is the website, I think, and you can, or you can find out the deacon who is in charge of that team
Mm-hmm.
to see what events they'll hold. We have many things going on. We have a women's ministry team now that would be under education
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. And then you have men's ministry, who there are certain people. So you can either send me a question if you don't know who to ask, or look on the website, look on the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
The church calendar, which is on the website, will also list and show you all the different events we have with some detail in there.
So if you go onto our website, which, granted is sometimes in need of some updating, but the calendar is updated all the time. So anytime Julie gets an event, it goes into the calendar, which is updated on our website. And if you go into our website, www.emmauschristianchurch.org, and you look at the calendar menu, if you click on that, that will open up a page that is the updated calendar of events for the church. So utilize that if you're interested. So that leads into the question of using the building
Right.
for an event.
Right. There are many policies that we have at the church where for building use, for weddings, for funerals, just in general using the facility. So if you have questions and you will need an outside group to meet or come in, let us know and we'll send that policy to you to see if everything meets. But the first thing you need to do is make sure the calendar is open on the date that you're requesting.
All right. What's the next question you got?
So I need a phone number or I need an address. What do I do? How do I find it?
So how do you find it?
The directory.
Okay.
Which is either in your email. You should have a copy in your email. It gets updated about every 6 months, give or take. And there are paper copies in the vestibule on the wall. And then
what's the vestibule?
When you walk into the main sanctuary door, if you look to the right, you will see a bulletin board that I created that has the directory on there. So you can have a paper copy, or you can just give me a call or email me if you can't find the latest version, and I'll send you that information as well.
Okay. So right inside that door is a great wealth of information. You've got the directory there. You've got the membership process there.
Yes, the budget.
The annual budget is there.
And the bylaws.
And the bylaws of the church. So if you have any questions about the church, it's right inside that door. Some people call it the vestibule. For some reason, that church I came from, call it narthex. Right. So whatever you call it, it's the entryway of the church. So there's a lot of good stuff there. All right, one more question. This is an important one.
Yes. Who do I talk to about volunteering?
Right. Do you want me to answer that or you want to answer that?
It doesn't matter. Why don't you go? Try.
All right. So, first of all, if you want to volunteer here, that is awesome. So, we're super excited because church is not about consuming what has been produced. Church is about all of us together doing ministry and doing the work of the gospel. So, that's an important aspect of what we do as a church. So, if you are interested in volunteering and getting plugged into a ministry, probably the best way to do that would be to talk to the person who is over that group. If you have a specific area that you know that you're interested in, then you can look into that. And our new directory that's going to be coming out is going to have a breakdown of deacons and elders on it. And I think we will probably have what team that they're in charge of under that.
Right.
So that you can look at that if you don't know the person. Or you can contact myself or Julie. You can contact the church office and say, hey, I'm interested in helping out with this. Now, there are some different aspects of what we do here at Emmaus that require different levels of commitment. So to be a teacher at the church, to be a lead teacher of a Sunday school class or children's ministry, things like that, you must be a member. And then if you're dealing with children, you have to have a background check. So those are the two things that you have to have for that. A lot of the other things that we do don't have those type of commitments. So the sound team is not necessarily that type of commitment. Readers for Sunday mornings, greeters, ushers, those different types of things. There's different levels for each of those, but if you get in contact with the person who's over that area of ministry, you can chat with them and they can help you out. And if you don't know who that is, you can contact Julie and she'll get you in touch with the right person.
Yes.
All right. Anything else that we need to go over?
I think that's it for now.
All right. Well, this has been fun. I hope we'll probably do some more of these frequently asked questions videos, getting to know Emmaus, things like that, to hopefully help get some information out there and let people know what's going on in the church. All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye.